down there representing. Say peace to my people from Occupy the Hood. You know what I'm saying? They're doing a great job of fellowshipping and spending time not only down at Wall Street, but in New York, Philly, and now Pittsburgh. Also, Detroit is big now. Boston is on. LA. So Occupy the Hood is growing. Look for that to educate young black people and let us know exactly what this means to us and why we should get involved and become a bigger part of this movement, just like it is in New York, because this is the people's movement. And if you're not one of the 1% of the richest people in the world, then you're a part of the 99. So educate yourself. Don't listen to the mainstream media. Don't listen to Fox News. Turn that bull crap off. Turn this on. Get on the live stream. Get on YouTube. Learn what's going on. Tune in to Cheshire X. Support artists like Immortal Technique, Talib Kweli. Support artists like Rebel Diaz. Even Russell Simmons and Kanye West have jumped in there. My man Bun B is representing big time in this movement. So hip hop is being occupied. My man Chuck D and Wise Intelligent and Uno the Prophet. There's a lot of people out there in the hip hop world that are working to educate our people so that we could get more involved and get our butts on the ground. Peace. Period. Yeah, so this is Occupy Pittsburgh. This is day 2. You see the people have their free housing going in America where people thought it was impossible.
This is day 3.
You're right, this is day 3 of the encampment because the first day was the 15th.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Finally, do you have any...
We have the people on the street down here, educating people that walk by on what's going on, holding up signs, putting their time in. If you can't come down here and spend the night or spend a night at any of the occupied locations, then you should at least come down during the day and talk to the people. Bring them supplies. Bring some blankets, some batteries. You know what I'm saying? Computer batteries. There's always something that you can contribute, even if you only have 50 cents or $1. Come down and put 5 on it. Whatever contribution you can make, even if it's just to come down with your guitar or your horn or your drum and play some tunes to keep people motivated, talk to people, bring a pot of soup, some canned soup, whatever you got. Just bring it on down here. If you're in your wheelchair, wheel it on down here, roll up on these people and talk to them and get educated and take that information back to your family and your community. Everybody got something that they could contribute. Where you go to the supermarket and get a bag of apples and bring it down. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing today?
Good, how are you?
How's it going?
Fine.
All right, we're on the live stream right now. You know what I'm saying? What y'all doing out here today?
Sure.
Just standing with everyone.
All right.
Solidarity.
All right, well, we stand in solidarity with y'all too. God bless you.
This stuff plugged in now, so that's good. Sorry, hold on. Get liberated.
That's cool. Occupy Pittsburgh. This is how we doing it big out here. Paradise Gray, one hood. Occupy the hood. You know how we do. Let's show them some of this stuff on this side. That's right. We're on the live tour. Occupy Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Show the main side. We got a great explanation of the trickle-down theory in effect right here. sir. All right.
This is y'all right here?
Yes, sir.
Crazy, man. Y'all got, man. This is a bomb in D.C.
Absolutely.
They keep trying to bomb 9/11. They should have bombed D.C.
We're going to try to keep it nonviolent. We ain't got to go there.
No, we don't got nonviolent, but that's the problem. These people don't respond unless you're violent. You see terrorism, they respond to that shit quick.
Yeah, but they responded by dropping bombs on them and killing them. I think that as Americans, I think that we really can make a change in our community. It's supposed to be by the people, for the people. Well, it's only going to be for the people if the people stand up and say what we want the government to do for, and stand up and be serious about it. Correct. So if we're serious about what we're for, then I think we can make a change nonviolently. It was done once before with the civil rights movement, so it was proven that it can work in America. So let's do it again. But we need to get millions and millions of people out in the street, and then luckily we don't have emperors and kings. You know, we can change these people every 4 years.
Right.
So let's do it that way, and then if it doesn't work that way, well, you know how this country was formed.
Right. Yes, sir. Where you from, man?
I'm from Earth, but actually I was raised in New York.
I'm from Philly, man.
Okay, cool.
How you say fourth? I'm like fourth.
Yeah. I was raised in New York, and I came to Pittsburgh in the 90s.
It's an important
Much love to you, sir.
I mean, I think this is great what y'all doing, man. Somebody needs to really step it up and approach the government. I mean, like you said, in a non-violent way, obviously.
Yes.
Because I mean, they have not hurt anybody for years. It's been a while since people have actually spoken out to the government.
Absolutely.
I mean, how many people actually, in fact, step up to the government every day and try to solve issues that we have in America alone?
Exactly.
They're worried about saving different countries. I mean, I respect that totally, that we help other countries. The problem is we got a lot of corruption and
absolutely. We got to clean up our own backyard before we tell other people that we're going to send our Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines to clean up your act. But meanwhile, you know, our act is dirty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's good, man. I think it's horrible, man. We still have all Ruth, Trina. We got people
absolutely.
that were killed recently over in South Carolina from the hurricane. I mean, it has to start today. If it don't start today, the next generation will only be worse. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, sir. Well, thank you for stopping by.
Yes,
and hey, come down and talk to the people sometime. Come down, bring a bag of chips, a bag of apples. Get to meet some of the people. You're welcome, please.
Yes, sir.
Out here, Occupy Pittsburgh, talking to the people, taking a grand live tour of the occupation. You know, I love it. You know, every regular working person down here has incredible things to say. If you come down here and talk to these people, you know, I just had a conversation with the one police officer down here. It's across the street, just helping with the traffic, and she was basically saying thank you because y'all. You know, we have a union that needs to stay strong too. They're like, the truth is, she was like, quiet as kept, we're the 99 too. And I was like, absolutely, because you're a working class person too. If they start missing paychecks, they'll be out here on the streets just like a lot of other people who have been occupying the streets of Pittsburgh for a long time. If you want to see them, just go to the north side and look under the bridges. Matter of fact, I love to take y'all over there and talk to some of the people who have been occupying Pittsburgh Street.
We should do that.
Absolutely.
We can take this with us and do
you know, there's some really interesting people down there who have interesting stories to tell. You know, so we're gonna definitely go, and we call them on the north side. We call them the people under the bridge. You know, but they've been living under there for years, and they're homeless. And these are working people who had good jobs at one point in their life. And a lot of people are really, really having hard economic times right now. In a time where corporations are posting their highest profits ever. You have people living in the worst conditions right here in this country, worse than third world countries.
Yeah, it's true.
You have any more questions?
If you guys watching want to ask questions, just type them in the chat. Walking through the camp now with Paradise Gray, founder of the X Clan. one of hip hop's greatest acts. Lives in Pittsburgh, does a lot of work with the African American community. He's just slaying it down there.
Yeah, I say, my man. Let's have a picture of that. Can I ask you a couple questions?
You can ask me anything you want.
Oh, come guys.
Okay, standing up, a miracle every day.
We got Paradise Grade live.
We're
At
live.
Occupy Pittsburgh. You know, I'm standing here. What's your name, good sir?
Vincent Irene.
Vincent Irene. Why did you come down here today, sir?
I came down here today because I wanted to be with the people who are occupying Pittsburgh. I think that people are as mad as hell and they're not going to take it anymore. And I think people have seen the demise of their dreams, and wanting to go to school and wanting to have a home, wanting to have a career because of the selfishness and the greed. People in Wall Street have come here also because of seeing, you know, all the different cities that have occupied their cities in solidarity with the people in Wall Street. Even Champaign, Urbana, Illinois had shut down their main street in town, had civil disobedience against the economic disaster that we're all experiencing.
Okay, so do you hate America?
Oh no, I don't hate America. No, I don't hate America. I just wish that things would be different. You know, I've spent all of my life fighting, and I think this is the first time I've really seen things come together at different levels. I've seen a lot of people who have never been to protest before come out for this, and I think this is a force to be reckoned with. We all hope in our activism that we're a little bit dangerous and people are thinking twice about doing this or that. And in this particular situation, I am glad that for one reason or another that we're given permission to stay here. And I think the reason why is because the police have a black eye, because of G20.
Absolutely.
And because of that one clip of those two women who complied and were behind the orange fencing and got pepper sprayed anyway. So as we used to say and when we were kids, the blood of the martyrs is the seed of the church. Now that's not a very fun saying, and I wouldn't go around saying that to anybody, but it's very obvious that unmerited suffering is redemptive, and we're standing on the shoulders of those two young women who, up until then, no one really knew that anything was going on at Wall Street in New York City.
Thank you very much. All right.
Yeah.
God bless you too. Look at that. That's the real spirit of Pittsburgh right there. What's your name? Doug. How you doing? Paradise Grade, Occupy Pittsburgh, standing here with my man Doug. Doug, how old are you?
27.
27. What's a handsome young man like you doing down here at Occupy Pittsburgh?
Oh, just trying to make a difference in the world, you know.
Okay, do you have a job?
I do.
What do you mean? All these people are supposed to be bums and unemployed. What's going on here? You guys are, you're breaking the stereotype down here.
Yeah, you know, I think it's important for even people who aren't affected by these issues to stay in solidarity with those who are.
That's incredible. So what is the main issues that you have that brought you down here passionately to make you stand here?
I think for me personally, I would say campaign finance reform is a big one because I feel like it's at the root of a lot of the situation we're in now in terms of, you know, the economic collapse and just there's too much collusion between government and corporations. And I really think that the corporations need to have a greater share of the tax burden. I think that, you know, there's laws on the books, but, you know, there's too many loopholes and they're jumping through them.
Okay. So what advice do you have for people in your situation? Should they come down here and talk to these people, bring supplies? What do you think they should do? The average American.
Well, you know, people who, you know, maybe on the weekend they could spend some time here, pick up a sign or lend a hand. There's a million different ways that people can help out. And, you know, we're pretty good on supplies and stuff. Last I checked, people have been extremely generous. So we just need more voices added to, you know, make the sound.
Okay, so you want them to get off the couch put down the remote, and like Barack said, take off your bedroom slippers, put on your marching boots, and come on down to Occupy Pittsburgh or wherever you at. Somebody's occupying something. Occupy your mind, occupy your time with something that's good for all people everywhere. Get on out here with the people.
It's fun talking to people. I really enjoyed that in New York as well, you know? You
Absolutely.
just get a sense of the spirit of the place and why people are
Absolutely.
here.
And it make it, it just reconfirms your commitment and why you should be involved when you see the faces and the voices of people who traditionally, don't have voices heard. The mainstream media doesn't really represent everyone, you know, but there are a lot of voices that can speak very eloquently for themselves. They had that rumor that was being spread by a whole bunch of media liars that the people don't know why they're here and they don't know what they want, you know. But everybody I've spoken to, from New York to the people on Twitter to the people here on the ground in Pittsburgh, they know exactly why they're here, and they're serious about what's going on in the world and what's going on in their own local communities also. And, it's like for all of those people who are believing the media and thinking that people don't know why they're here, all you got to do is read the signs. The signs are very clear that people know exactly what they want and exactly why they're coming out. And if you still don't believe that, then get down here and talk to them yourself. You'll find that people very, 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 very understanding about what's going on. I got a young African-American man who came down here today. I want to have a conversation with him for a second. Excuse me, gentlemen. I would like to have a conversation with you on camera. Go right ahead, brother. Don't walk right down away from that. Okay? Any good questions for the right.
Hey folks, if you got questions for these guys, just type them in the chat. If someone's watching both Global Revolution, if we're on there, and Occupy Pittsburgh, tell us what the chat. We're only looking at Occupy Pittsburgh chat, so give us questions there.
How you doing? Paradise Gray back with you one more time from Occupy Pittsburgh. I got a young man that I seen him around town. He's related to one of my best friends, and I wasn't surprised to see him come down here because I know he's an intelligent young person. But I was surprised to see that he came down here by himself to see what was going on for himself. What's your name and why did you come down here?
Well, my name's Darren, and I came down here. I was reading about politics probably like over a year now. I guess I should have been reading about it a whole lot sooner. You consider all the problems that have been going on with under the name of capitalism. So a lot of people are just really concerned about the state of affairs. My thing really for coming down here was just because I was really moved by all the diverse movement here, like about different races of people coming down here and all of the different age levels and different categories, such as the veterans, and also just the whole thing with I guess say jobs, unions, everything that people are concerned about. The safety net that's getting stolen away by, it seems like, the right wing. But I guess more so, like, I don't like to categorize. I like people to try to come together and find real honest solutions that's going to work for the majority instead of just the 99%, quote unquote, not having what they need to live right and to live well. And I think that all people should have a fair shot at being able to live a good life, to live a healthy, prosperous life. And, because even Gandhi said that the worst thing that you can do to someone is put them in a state of poverty, and so I think the most important thing is just for people to come together, get their voices heard. And I'm very happy to be out here, be a part of this movement, to try to speak up on all the injustice that's been going on as far as economics and politics is concerned. So it's very nice to be here.
Oh, good. So what would you say to other young black and brown men and other people of color who are your age? Is this their movement too?
You know what? You kind of got to go beyond race. I mean, it is everybody's movement because everybody that's really, when you think about it, that's on this planet now, pretty much everybody has been pretty much aware of all the problems that we're going through economically. So it's everybody's problem because nobody's really going to be out of the loop from it because everybody's affected from the poverty and also just the lack of justice economically. So I figure whoever knows about it is involved, you know, and you should try to do something to help and get your voice heard. So really, it's not a matter of race. It's just, I guess you could say today, it's just a matter of one class coming together, you know.
I'm glad you mentioned that because that's the greater meta message that this is very much a class war, and it's not so much just about race or racism here in America as it is the 1% telling the white people and the 99% that, oh, the reason you don't have things is because they're on welfare and they're getting it all, you know, but the numbers don't bear that out. And then they tell us, oh, well, the reason why you're not getting on top is because of racism. But it's deeper than racism. You know what I'm saying? And what they do is they create a situation where the middle class and the poor black and white people are fighting amongst each other. The middle class and the poor Spanish, Hispanic, Latino community, we're all fighting for the same crumb. And they keep us so occupied fighting over the crumbs that you never look up and see who's dropping the crumbs, laughing at us all, eating a steak and shrimp, popping those bottles of champagne, laughing at us all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you brought up the class situation. So what message are you going to take back to the community from here to your peer group and the people in our community?
Basically, the message is very simple. Just, you know, for everybody to, you know, to get involved, to, you know, stay together, try to see yourselves as like a family. Try to find out where you guys have, you know, commonalities rather than where you have differences. You know, try to find reason to get along, and, you know, try to find reasons to cooperate and have an open mind. Try to listen. Try to understand all the corruption and problems that are going on today, because, you know, as I was saying, it's a big reality today, and
Mike Jet, I need some volunteers to do some construction on our roads.
Meet
Meet me by the food tent. Thank you.
You see the spirit of
This
cooperation.
is a public service.
public service announcement, yeah. But, you know, like, just like I was saying, man, you know, just like that, like everybody is here and is involved and is very well connected, and it's a very powerful energy that you can get people wired into, and I'm very happy to you know, to be a part of it. So I guess I would just tell the communities again, you know, get involved, learn as much as you can, and share with each other, and try to see how far we can take this thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, my man.
Thank you, bro.
All right, continuing the tour, right here we have the info storage and the lost and found, and the free market where, you know, if you need some shoes, you can come and get some shoes. And over here we have the FTP, which means feed the people. Hello, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I can talk to somebody. Can I talk to somebody
Yeah,
at the
we
food
talked.
tent?
We talked at the food tent.
No, but we're doing a live stream right now.
Okay.
And we got the people from New York and people from around the world logging in, listening. And tell us about the food situation down here and the great work y'all doing with the food tent.
Well, I just stepped in because our food tent workers have gone to get the hot dinner that's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And my son and I actually were just up in Zuccotti Park last weekend visiting. We're Pittsburghers. We're falling in any free moment that we can. So we just got it organized for snacks over there, and to serve a full meal hot kitchen. 3 meals a day, I believe, are being served. Snacks are out all day. People are bringing tons of donations. If anybody needs any water, we've got the med tents over here. If anybody needs any medical assistance, we've got fruit, we've got hydration, we've got healthy snacks. What else? Coffee keeps going. And any suggestions?
What would you,
Welcome over.
if people are watching this in Pittsburgh, what would you want them to bring in for you guys specifically?
They can bring in anything. The ground's a little wet right now. I'm not quite sure if it's going to rain here in the next couple of days. Any kind of, I'm not quite sure.
I'm talking about the food. I'm talking specifically about the food.
At this point, specifically about the food, would be ingredients to cook large meals. Would be dry goods, canned goods, you know, good spices, bulk vegetables, dried beans, canned beans, things to cook meals with so they could take them back to the kitchens and cook them.
Do you need paper plates and spoons and forks? Or are you good with those supplies?
We're good. How are we on spoons and forks? I mean, we're good on plates and cups. We can use more spoons and forks. We're probably, you know what we do need? We need larger recycle bins.
Okay, recycle bins. How about garbage bags?
We're good on garbage bags.
Okay.
We need recycle bins where people can see where they're going to be able to put. We need cans, specific items, separation, so that we can clean up the square every day and make sure that we're recycling so that we're not getting bad.
Okay.
Bad.
Thank you very much.
So, Paradise, we're on main global revolution right now.
You know?
We are.
Absolutely.
It's Paradise Gray.
Yeah, my man, this dude is Tech King right here. Pittsburgh in the house. The home of the Steelers and Pirates.
Of all kinds.
Of all kinds. You know, we need to go in front of the Duquesne Club and show them where the 1% hang out. Yeah, we got the original crib that the Illuminati love to chill at down here in Pittsburgh. It's called the Duquesne. It's not that far away, too. It's right down the block. All you see is like Rolls Royces and Mercedes Benz coming in all day, where they do their little secret backroom deals and stuff. Pittsburgh is a funny place, boy. You get to learn that. You know, it's not just about the football Steelers. You know, we're dealing with the real Steelers and the real Pirates that's been getting money since the coal and aluminum and steel days, right here. Anything? We got any questions coming in from the web? Let's take a look at the web and see what we got going on.
Not yet.
Make one up. We're going to do like Fox and make up some questions.
No. Fox makes up the answers, I think.
Oh, right. You're right. My man corrected me. He said Fox don't make up the questions. They make up the answers.